I went to school in Stirling, Scotland, and there's Robert Burns, the address to the haggis, which I think I can still remember. Fair for your honest sonsy face, great chieftain o' the puddin' race. I bin them all, ye tak your place, pinch, tripe or thairm. We'll are you wordy o' a grace as lang's my arm. Did you understand any of that? For my money, I was sort of thinking, this woman could be so many women in different places in Scotland who've, when they've had their child, they've changed from this wild, bold, winking, dancing, sparkly person. I'm so reminded in all of this of my gran, such a dancer. She was in dance halls. I used to play with her shoes all the time. It's so familiar, it's beautiful. So I see these 3 young women, pals, yeah, like cackling, laughing, roaring. You can almost hear the photograph, and they're wearing these gorgeous, I'm seeing them sort of 1950s dresses. The wind blows around.
Yeah.
The reference to Marilyn Monroe above the wind grate. They might be 2 particular names. This is a bit weird, but my dad, wherever we're like driving when we were kids, he used to like wind down the window and he'd shout out, "Ah, Jeannie!" He'd shout at random people and he'd wave, "Ah, Jeannie!" You feel like you know a Maggie or a Jean Duff. They're such familiar names in Scotland. I feel like she hasn't seen her mum dance since she's been alive. When she imagines her dancing, it's like, that's what you're like when you're free. The close is like in tenement buildings or in flats. The close is where the entrance to the house is. The cludgy, the toilets used to be in the close as well. My loud, possessive yell, the decade before I came with my demanding, loud, my need was the best one. I feel like a guilt there. You had a great time, and then before I came along, that was the best time of your life. The decade ahead, after she's born, I think with the A at the end, the decade ahead of. You've told me that those young years of my life were the best ones, eh? There's Glasgow Queen Street Station, and George Square is just outside of that. It's a square where you'd cross it to get to the other side. And there's benches and stuff around, you can sit there. I've been a person on a night out trying to tor across it drunkenly to get to the other side or to get the last train or whatever. Clatters is a good word, isn't it? The sort of stumbly, uncertain, clear ascent. You smell something, you go straight to a place, to a memory, don't you? With Under the Tree with its lights, I thought about Christmas time and George Square would have its big lights up and gorgeous. I think of the grandmother standing in the close going, "What's that?
Yeah.
Whose bites are on your neck?" So it's kind of like the speaker sort of goes back into that sort of parent role. It's quite cheeky almost. And the cha-cha-cha, being taught the steps, you know that, you know all this stuff. There's like stuff inside of you that you've not shown to me yet. I want more. Come play with me, be that cha-cha-cha lady on the way home from mass. That glamorous love lasts. You sparkle and waltz and laugh. Yeah, it's interesting it doesn't have any punctuation. The sort of idea that we have of the sparkly, waltzing, laughing person before you were mine, that has gone. So this mother has had to become very serious, unlaughing, and unsparkly.
Yeah.
Even though her daughter can see, I knew you would dance like that. Like, I knew you cha-cha-cha'd. I can see all the magic inside of you. Hello, I'm Mirren Mack, and I'm reading Before You Were Mine by Carol Ann Duffy. I'm 10 years away from the corner you laugh on with your pals, Maggie McGeaney and Jean Duff. The 3 of you bend from the waist, holding each other or your knees, and shriek at the pavement. Your polka dot dress blows around your legs. Marilyn. I'm not here yet. The thought of me doesn't occur in the ballroom with the 1,000 eyes. The fizzy movie tomorrows the right walk home could bring. I knew you would dance like that. Before you were mine, your ma stands at the close with a hiding for the late one. You reckon it's worth it? The decade ahead of my loud, possessive yell was the best one, eh? I remember my hands in those high-heeled red shoes, relics. And now, your ghost clatters toward me over George Square, till I see you, as clear as scent, under the tree with its lights. And whose small bites on your neck, sweetheart? Cha-cha-cha. You teach me the steps on the way home from Mass, stamping stars from the wrong pavement. Even then, I wanted the bold girl winking in Portobello, somewhere in Scotland, before I was born. That glamorous love lasts, where you sparkle and waltz and laugh before you were mine.